Sharpie released these new colors of their acrylic creative markers, and I'm testing them out today. But spoiler, I tried using them with all of my colors on this spread, and I only chose one of the new colors. So I'll have to explain everything. And remember how my fine tip pens, some of them were dried out? Well, I have an update for you on that. So let's get into it. First, let's take a look at these new colors. So they're called warm tones. They come in the bullet tip and the fine tip. Still no new colors in the brush tip. I only got the bullet tip so that I could see if I like them before getting the fine tip too. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I love the bullet tip because it's squishy, so I can get that calligraphy style with the thick downstrokes and thin upstrokes. As I was starting to swatch these, I was thinking, yes, these should be warm colors because they are the reds and oranges. But then as I got through the greens and blues, I mean, it's a warmer green and a warmer blue. But as I looked at all of them together, I kept thinking they look like earth tones. And the thing is, the previous new release of colors is called earth tones, and they are more like pastel colors. And I really like the pastel colors, but I wouldn't necessarily call them earth tones. These ones feel more like earth tones to me. So here's the comparison between the two. These are all of the previous colors and then the new warm tones. And I can already tell this set isn't quite the colors that I like to use, but I'm going to try it anyways. And, you know, anything could happen. I could start using different colors. You never know. So I started making this page and I just did the rainbow order of these colors. And I did really like these colors together. I think they are really lovely. I love that deep green, and those blues are so pretty. But it definitely doesn't feel like true me. Like, I don't want to keep using these colors a ton, but I had to keep going, help you decide if these colors are something that you would love. So I'm doing a bunch of different styles because that's something that I love. So I was trying to see if I could make it something I love if it's not quite the right colors, but it's the styles that I love. And I do love the page because of the lettering styles. That is something I just love no matter what. But definitely they're not my ideal colors. And you know, there are definitely some color palettes that I have that just inspire me to make new things. And this color palette, I was really struggling because I couldn't even think of something that I wanted to make with it. So I decided to try this idea where it's like a frame and there's some type of flowers in the frame. And so I started filling it out, and you know, I do love these markers themselves. The acrylic lays down really smoothly. I like that squishy tip. It's just these colors were not inspiring me. And the colors are lovely. That's the thing. They are very nice colors, just not for me. So you can decide for yourself if these are something that you would use. And it's okay if maybe there's some markers that you have that the set of colors are not exactly yours. And that's why you don't choose them often. That's why you don't pick them up. It's okay to let that go. Somebody else can love and enjoy that color palette, and you can enjoy the color palette that just lights you up. So my idea was these kind of like squished flowers that, you know, fill the whole inside of that frame. And then I wanted to add the word growing on the outside, and I kept adding some little details, but that green on that orange wasn't quite exactly what I wanted. But I don't know how to use these colors very well because this is not the color palette that I am used to. And it's not one that I'm really excited about either. My overhead camera has a slightly different color to it, and so you can see the difference there. Okay, now check this out. This is the new set that Sharpie sent me. I submitted on their website a defective thing, and so it has to be within a certain amount of days of purchase that you have some kind of defective markers. And then I had to like take a picture of it and prove that, you know, something was wrong with it. And they sent me a replacement set. That was really cool. So let me just remind you what happened. I had swatched these and made these few pages, and a few of the colors were already super dry. I couldn't even use them in some of the pages because they were already so dried out after just swatching them. So here's the ones that are dried out, and then here's the new markers, and you can see that it's night and day difference. So smooth, so inky in the new ones, and especially this pink. This is so crazy. Look, it changed the color completely. So then I wanted to test it out again to see if it would do the same thing. So I needed to kind of mimic what I had done before. And so I'm swatching it on my white journal first, just to use all of the markers. And by the way, the fine tip comes with all 24 colors. So the very original 12 colors and they're the earth tone colors. Now I'm going to mix up the warm tones and the earth tones. So the 12 original and the 12 earth tones. I do think all of those 24 colors work really well together. And then I needed to swatch them on my black paper using the markers a little bit more. And by the way, I was looking at the warm tones next to the fine tip swatching right here. And it feels like the warm tones are their own palette and not a lot of them like mix in with this new palette. And you're going to see that as I'm trying to create pages coming up. So then I need to make some pages with the fine tip to see if I can dry them out or if they really just were defective. So I'm making this one with a bunch of squares, just all lined up on top of each other. They're kind of like rainbow blocks. And the one thing about the fine tip is that I can't fill in large spaces. So I had to come up with designs that you're only filling in a smaller area. So these markers don't work for every project, just for the smaller designs. And it does help that I'm using my pocket journal because it's a smaller page to have to fill up. I knew I wanted to put a word in these squares, but I didn't know what, so I decided to move on to the next page and I'll come back to that word. And on this one, I'm doing a quote that I love and doing the word creative in big, bold, rainbow letters. And so far, none of my markers are feeling like they are dried out at all. So that is a good sign. And then I'm just using my Staedtler pigment liner in the 1.2 size to add the script quote around the word creative. I love this quote so much. It says, "When you're being creative, there is no such thing as a mistake," from John Cleese. I love the reminder that sometimes when you are creating, you don't always know how it's going to work out. And it's common for there to be a lot of mistakes as you're learning and exploring. And that is just part of the creative process. So now we're going back to this one, and I am just doing one word, wonder, in a really simple uppercase style with the fine tip marker. So here are all of the pages that I've done so far, and I do like these nice warm colors, but the brighter colors are definitely more of my usual color palette. So then I decided that I wanted to make a new color palette and use some of my old colors and the new colors together and see if I could combine them all. You can see I tried really hard, and by the way, that light pink color of the old bullet tip is totally gone. I use that one so much, so it does make sense. These markers are a lot older. I don't even know, a year maybe. And so that makes sense. But I couldn't figure out a color palette that I liked using the old colors and new colors together. And mostly it came down to I just like the pastel colors, in the earth tones. So I ended up just doing this page, and I don't know what I was thinking on this page. I was just exploring, experimenting, getting creative. And I just used the colors that I like, those rainbow colors. And I didn't even have the plan of, are they going to be stripy stripes? Are they going to be different colors? I did all red first and then decided I needed the rainbow colors, but then I got tired of adding the rainbow colors, so I left the last one just red. And then I'm using one of the new colors, this brownish tan color, to be the base for my words. And I'm adding a lot of layers. I do love that these markers can layer on top of each other. I needed a few layers of this one to be able to cover it up completely, but it worked really, really well. But I didn't even plan this, but it turned out that those look like Band-Aids, but I didn't even think about it until the very end. So I should have made them actual Band-Aids with like the polka dots in the center so that it looked like a real Band-Aid. Now it's just like, oh, is that a Band-Aid or is it not? But it was a coincidence because the words that I chose to do is mistakes welcome here. So that actually would have been perfect to like really go all in on the Band-Aid idea. And I think I am going to do that in the future. And that's the exciting thing about creating, is that the more you create, the more ideas you have, because you might see something that you want to try for your next piece. So just keep creating. And I have this playlist right here full of all of my Sharpie Creative Marker videos because I have a bunch. I'll see you there.